Thank you very much for having me today on this wonderful exercise that is tree planting within Jeshwang. But first, before we go into the conversation proper, you can kindly introduce yourself to the people that are currently watching this wonderful exercise.
Indeed. Okay. You're most welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Buba Damfa. I'm a member of the Old Joswang community. Actually, I live here for about 40 years now. I'm a member of the ward committee as well, for the KMC council. So we mobilize ourselves on behalf of the Old Joswang youth community, which has been mobilized by Abubakar here, who's been very instrumental in this tree planting exercise, with HOP and obviously the KMC. So we are very pleased that this exercise is actually happening within Joswang today. Yeah.
As member of the ward committee and also part of the young people and their initiative in Joswang, what benefits would this tree planting bring for the inhabitants of Joswang?
Okay, first of all, well, trees, we all know the benefits of trees. They are good for the environment. They bear fruit. They contribute to rainfall and basically the general environment of the community. So trees are very important. We believe that the more trees we have within the whole country, the more we will be food will be available to us. Which is the source of it is water, and we all know how trees contribute to the source of rainfall. Gambia, we have only 3 months of rain. It's not enough. It's not enough for what we want to do, so that we can be self-sustainable with food. So we all need to embark on exercises like this. So Joswang is actually doing this, to be part of that, to contribute to the world environment. Actually, that's what we are doing. Yeah.
So you mentioned something very important, that is trees plays a crucial role, especially in rainy season, even though we have only 3 months of experience in rain.
Yeah.
And climate change has also been a huge challenge, not only Gambia, but globally.
Yes.
Even the biggest of nations are, suffering from climate change.
Indeed.
What advice will you have for the people of the community in order to protect these trees that have been planted here?
Yeah, to the community is, change in attitude. When we talk about, the challenges we have with climate change, the attitude that I always talk about, in fact, I was talking to the youths today, if you look around, we have a lot of garbage, that gets thrown around, on the streets. They hamper the growth of trees and grass, flowers. They hamper all that. So my advice is, let's keep our communities clean. If we keep our communities clean and we grow, trees, even if it's flowers, don't build a compound without a tree. On your next to your fence, build something there. And actually, even if it's not on your street, if you see a place where you think a tree can be planted, come up with it. We have a very instrumental councillor within Old Joswang, Aruna Kamara. He will actually take it up. He can't be the only person going around, coming up with initiatives all the time. But the whole community in general, should be looking at areas where we can, have exercises like this, tree planting, keeping our communities clean, and getting the youths involved as well. Because the imam was here. He was the only other elderly person, who was here this morning. So we started around 9 o'clock. They started at 9. At 8 o'clock, I joined them at 9. Imam who joined us. So my advice to the community is, let's all, come together, and actually, help the environment, our environment, because it's ours. Let's make sure that we plant trees, we keep it clean, and it will contribute to, rain, food, and our own health.
Finally and briefly, for these young people that have embarked on this journey of trying to plant trees in their communities, what word of wisdom do you have for these young people and other ones that have not joined this crusade in trying to build plants within Joswang?
Yeah, the youths, I can't commend them more. When it comes to Joswang, everything that we try to do, the youths are in the forefront. Today, as I mentioned, Abubakar, he's been texting about this. It was meant to happen last Sunday, it didn't happen, and if there were contributions like, let's make it on a Saturday where we can have both the Muslim and the Christian community, to take part in the tree planting exercise. So, the forum is full of, people, coming up with contributions, and you can see their turn up today. They did very well. So all I'm saying is, it's not all about just sports. There are other things like this tree planting. Just among the community, we have the fishing community, we have the schools, we have the health facilities. We have, the women agricultural facilities around. We have a lot of things that we should be engaged in within the community. So my advice to the youth is, let us all, put our hands together and join, the initiators, like Abubakar and his team, and HUB, and all these organizations, KMC, commend Talib and his team, for what they are doing for the community. Aruna Kamara, the councillor, from the Alcalo to the Imam was here, like I said. Everyone is contributing to the youth development of Old Jeshwang. So my advice to them is for us to come out in numbers. Every time there's a need for Jeshwang to come together, let's all come out and actually, work together. We'll achieve things.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, you are most welcome. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Man la Moustapha Thiaré dëkk Old Jeshwang. Waaw man maa ngi bokk si lifin bi nag si organisation bu ñoo wooyee Old Jeshwang Advance Development. Waaw maa seen lifin bi maa seen PRO bi. Waaw right now am nga organisation boo gis dafa am agenda, dafa am activities. I understand. So ñun suñu lifin nag suñu organisation bi dafa bokk si activité bi. Comme tree planting. So tey jii dañu am tree planting, which means xam nga comme dañoo dugg si koñ yi, yaa understand, foo xamante ne comme am na space, comme nit na tree ñu jiifal fi garab. Waaw organisation bi comme at first naka youth si ñoo fa nekk. Ba pare the main aim of the organisation, mooy comme pour youth si nekk benn, because dañ seet ne dañ gis ne Old Jeshwang fii nii ñu si bëri xamante wuñ, yaa understand. Après ñu si bëri duñ dee demalante. So loolu bokk na si comme si the main aim of the living of the organisation. Waaw waaye tamit organisation bi comme am na yeneen aims tamit, because dañ gis ne Old Jeshwang fii nii daf dee comme mbéere daf dee tilim tamit, so bokk na si aims yi mooy xam nga ñu bring 100% living sanity into Old Jeshwang. yaa understand. Teg ci tamit Old Jeshwang bëri na potholes, which means comme ay pax yi nii. So loolu tamit dañ ko bëgg a stop, mooy suñu amee ay xeer yi nii, gravel yi dañ dem si koñ yi. waaw exactly right now comme ñu ngay def suñ tool fi mu am de, waaye suñu amee ndimbal nag bëgg nañ, because right now comme rainy season bi koñ yu bëri suñ fa demee pour wàgg affaire garab dañ lay wax ne ñun lii lañ soxla, suuf lañ soxla kon ay lifin gravel pour suñ koñ yi. So right now comme suñ jëlee am loolu noonu bëgg nañ ko, comme daal si gàttal daal bëgg nañ sponsor.
sana jaane may te audio suma fii si raawi fii si komi fii non mashallah booy moom kontaan naa si ñii si lii gis nga lii su bëree Gambia dañoo am lu bëri soo ñu bëri yoon def foog ne ay Gambia comme lay nguur moo la def lii non 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 ñu si defee lii Ibotan def Estek def Kanifing def leen dëkk bi def waaye mag yi koñ dafa rafet dafa passé lii soo su buggee foog ne comme lay nguur moo ko la def ñi lu ñu def nii yàlla moo feegee nag yàlla gaa sa yàlla jàppale gaa lu ñu def nii so li fu nekk nii tam ñu koñ yi yàlla mbéy sa koñ yi est-ce que suñu koñ mairie paa yi brothers yi sisters yi ñëpp war a jàpp si lii xam nga pour lan bég soo ne kenn bu ko mën a buudi kenn daal ko si àll bi amul njëriñ su ko saaniyee foofu après ñu yor so lii su dee ba si mag ba mag fii rek dañoo am lu bëri gaa caw suñ doom yi ne ko fekka suñu rakarakat ne ko fekka si so man lu ma def jaay lu ma cabal nii moom am soo happy nag waaw si loolu suma koro bi tam moom tam bu ko gisee rek mu apprécier yóbbu ko fële moom tam dina ñëw saalu si kaadu dégg
waaw kontaan nañ trop man affaire yi moom waa nii la soo nekkee xale ci dëkk bi moom dangay def dara bañ xam ne waa kii moom xale la ci dëkk bi waaw dëkk bi moom kenn moomu ko ñun ñëpp a ko moom soo mooy loolu kontaan naa trop man non bu leen ragal loolu moom kay ragal amul foofu noonu because man moom suma bos moom xam naa ne moom is chef because man yëfi garab yi moom def ma dee ne gis loo suma saay tam maa ngi fa jiw ñaari mango noonu ci kër waaw yëfi garab yi moom def ma dee ne trop man bii moom kay kontaan nañ trop soo fu mu nekk ne yuut si moom nañ góorgóorlu rek comme ça ñii nuñ ko defee rek ñeneen su indee leneen lu uteeg lii it muy loolu dañ koo jël soo kontaan nañ trop daal yes.
ok man ma bëggoon a yokk foofu la comme yëfi Rossia yi gis nga lii nekk comme la keneen nit la de te bu nekk maire yu fa nekk pa yu fa nekk brosse yu fa nekk ñëpp a jàpp si li gars yi Rossia ko soo ku koro yu nekk foren tam gars yi tere gars yi jàppale gars yi gëstu ñi su yónnee ba su nekkee ñoom mënuñoo dem gars yi ji foofu sax gars yi yónnee ba pour gars yi mën a jënd guy gars yi isi ko si dëkk bi dañuy jàppale soo am soo la ñëw rek parce que dañoo tere gars yi dajale isi yëpp tin soo léegi suñ capee ko am ne dañoo jàppale gars yi si beneen side mu si ok si gars yi soo suñ koto ñu nekk foren gars yi Amérique Italie Germany Sweden te ku nekk fu nga ca bani waa Joshua la nga dugal si Facebook bi mu ngi si Facebook bi am nañ groupe soo su ko ci foofu nag alen tere ñu follow gars yi ñu jàppale gars yi ida 50 euros sa baaraam wala dañoo no euros sa baaraam ñu jàppale gars yi jënd lu bari isi ko si dëkk bi mu nga naaw baax soo
understand nga youth itam dafa am part boo xam ne dañ ko war a play pour government xam ne dëgga yéen soo leen spendute sax ñun duñu leen fa xaar xam nga waaye su fekkee ne comme dañoo xaar government dañoo late xam nga because government du la encourage xam nga government most of the part yu moo concentrate mooy development hospital roads xam nga water ak yu demee electricity ak yu demee noonu waaye pour individual development pour suñ environnement bi rafet du ñoo ko mën a defal suñu bopp government du la sampal du ñëw ne la ne xam nga dama laa décorer tal sa kër yu demee noonu yaa ko décorer xam nga environnement ñun yuut si ñoo ko war a décorer waaw suñu leen bëggee considérer rek suñu time dafa wees waaw bu baax sax comme lu ma miin comme France ñoo ji nii environnement bi daf koo dimbale après mairie tamit da ngaa gis ne xam nga ñu ko xool di eewu di ko xool ñu eewu di ko xool da ngaa gis ne comme seen bët yi baax na seen bët yi après ñu faa toog tamit xam nga da ngaa gis ne baax na pour seen nokki tamit ak ñoo xam ne ñu ngi am pression ak yu demee noonu dañ war di toog si doon buy xam nga pour at least dimbale seen bopp boobu lépp docteur yi duñ ko mën a def waaye ñoom war nañoo mën a dimbale seen bopp
My name is Ibrahim Asise. I'm a police officer, Sergeant by rank.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm the sergeant at police.
Thank you so much.
Working at the station as a CIA officer.
So how do you guys feel seeing these people, youths coming to plant a tree beside your police station?
Anyway, it's a very, very, very good initiative, and it's very important for us. If you can see the environment, all the side of the stations, there is no tree. Actually, at this time, around this time, the station is very hot. So with this tree, we'll have a place when the station is hot, there's no light, we can come and sit beside to have fresh air. And tree too is very important in the society. Planting tree everywhere is very important because without tree we cannot survive. Without tree cannot survive because we exchange, like giving carbon dioxide, they give us oxygen. So it's very important for us as humans.
So what is your last word to the youths out there?
I'm just encouraging them and telling them to keep on the hard working they do because it's very important. It's very good. As a youth, it's good for you to stand for your nation. They always say that what you can do for your nation, but not what your nation can do for you. Bringing this initiative, helping the environment is very important. As we know that some of our compounds we have elderly persons, so those elderly persons they need these things for this climate change. So it's very important. It's very good, to plant tree all over because all compounds now you see they are exhausted. There's no space whereby you can plant tree. So if we can plant tree around the compounds, it's very good, very important. I really appreciate the effort.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, my boss, for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with the public. My name is Sango Minte. I am a member from African Youth Leadership Hub Gambia chapter. Yes, as the name implies, African Youth Leadership Hub Gambia chapter is a youth organization which is a subsidiary from the main body, which is African Leadership Organization. So our mission of African Youth Leadership of Gambia chapter is to develop and launch the next generation of African youth across African country. And our vision is to educate, enlist, empower at least 1 million African youth in the next 10 years. That is our vision. Yes, as far as an organization is concerned, there must be an action plan. So tree planting exercise is one of the items that we have on our action plan for 2024. So this is a project called KEPT. KEPT is Carnifing Environmental and Transformation Program. So the project is being introduced by EU, but then right now KMC is the one handling the project. So we are in partnership with KMC to implement this project. But then the project is only being implemented only in KM region. So here, today we are in Old Jeshwang. Last week we are in Bakau, Upper and Senior Secondary School. And today we are in Old Jeshwang to do the tree planting exercise. And next week we will be doing another exercise in somewhere around KM region. So as you can see, the project is still ongoing, and the youths are still, impacted. So that's a great thing to do. Yes, the motivation statement that I would love to give out to those youths, in the countries, let's try to wake up, step forward, and then, do action. Because The government alone cannot do all this because you cannot expect the officials, the government officials, to step forward to do the tree planting exercise whilst the youths are there. So what is the purpose of the youth? So that is why it is also very important for youth themselves, to act and do such, works, because at the end of the day, it is going to be for societal benefit. It's not only going to be for government's benefit. Of course, it's for the entire country. So the youths serve, as a very important role as far as Gambia is concerned. So we the youths, we must have to wake up and then try to make impact, because it's very important. This country is our beloved country, so we need to make sure and then make things right here, because youth are the leaders of tomorrow. So we just have to step forward and do action. My last word to the public is, let's love our motherland, because this is the land that we are all, born from. So, works like this, yeah, it's part of our responsibility as, a patriotic citizen. So you must have to work for your motherland, because it's very important, because you don't expect foreigners to come out from their own motherland to come to your motherland to, do this kind of work. So we the Gambian youths, we need to take this responsibility upon ourselves and then act, meaningfully for our future benefits. It's very important. Thank you.
I am Abubakar Sise from Old Jeshwang Youth Advanced Development. I am the founder and the president of the association. Well, Old Jeshwang Youth Advanced Development has been existing in Old Jeshwang almost a year now, and the organization has been rendering positive services in the community, in particular Old Jeshwang. So one of our aims is that we want to bring positive development in Old Jeshwang, a massive development for that matter, which brings about all Old Jeshwang youths from age of 12 to about 60 to venture into activities that would bring development into Old Jeshwang, a positive one for that matter. And the organization also has its structure. That is, it has its own executive members. Though I am the founder and the president, but I have people who I work with. So that is the beauty of having the association down. Well, as we all know, the climate change is real and it is true. And we've been seeing so many consequences regarding not having trees in your community planted. The reason why we do have this erosion, why we do have this less rain, why do we have much more heat in our community is because, or in the country in particular, is because we do not have so many trees that would prevent those things from happening. But in the Gambia, we are seeing the reverse. So that is why it is the duty or one of the aims and objectives of the association to plant so many trees in the community. Because we bring through this, we can combat climate change. Yeah. Okay. Youth, I have so many things for the youths. This is an association that is established purposely for the youths, in particular, the Old Jeshwang youths. So my biggest worry right now is that the youths have to come so that we can do this together, because without them, we cannot do this together. They are the ones who have to come, put their hands on the table, and then we get into work. Let all the youths join us doing this. Let all the youths of Old Jeshwang, all the youths of the Gambia, because the thing is, Old Jeshwang is in the Gambia. Whatever development Old Jeshwang Youth Advanced Development does, it's just like it is doing it in the Gambia, not alone in Old Jeshwang, but in the Gambia. So that's the beauty of having it down. Yeah. I am so happy and delighted regarding this tree planting today. So I believe that this would bring positive results. And I thank everybody who showed up to have this tree planted today. Thank you. Yeah.